When I was in the midst of learning guitar myself, going back half my life ago, just starting out, one of my biggest influences was Paul Gilbert. And this is a lesson that I learned from him, not directly, but indirectly from a video that I downloaded years ago. Back then, YouTube wasn't a thing. You couldn't just go on YouTube and find something. You had to download videos from titles, and those titles could have been anything. They could have been something that was completely different to what the title actually said it was. Or you could get like guitar magazines and learn from there. I was heavily into Paul Gilbert and lead guitar back then, and other players like Nuno Bettencourt as well, and Zach Wilde. And one of the most valuable lessons that I learned on guitar was, and it's something that, because I'm a guitar teacher as well, it's something that I teach to this day almost as soon as I can to people, because I feel that rhythm is such an important part. And it's basically how to incorporate percussive elements into your playing, whether it be within your rhythm playing or whether it be within your lead playing. You can incorporate it into scales, or you can incorporate this into just, whatever you want, just letting your hand move. It's more about the right hand. And in this video, Paul Gilbert basically said, whenever you're playing, just try and keep this right hand going no matter what. And then he started playing this stuff where he was kind of like keeping it going, not constantly playing with this hand, having rest periods, and then phrasing with this hand whilst keeping this going. You have to stop and start moments, but you try and keep that pulse there. So let me give you an example of what I mean. So you might have a pulse going like, just like that, and then you kind of phrase as and when you want with it. And the way he said it was, just think of like vocal melodies in your head, so like singing melodies, and try and bring that out within your playing. So in a lead context, I'll kind of demonstrate it now. Kind of half lead, it makes it half lead, half rhythm. Keep that pulse going, and then I might go. And you just keep that going like that. You can do it higher up. And you see how it kind of creates like this rhythmic aspect with it. And you can do the same sort of thing with rhythm as well. So you kind of do it on maybe like the deeper strings. Just jam with it basically, do some left hand muting with it, but try and keep that pulse going, whether it be like that 16th one, or if you do it in like a triplet feel, like a swing feel. Or an 8th feel. Or even a quarter feel. And you could keep going with that, but try and keep that kind of groove going. It gives you really percussive elements. Really, it's like a huge, it really helped me a lot with my style and kind of developing a bit of that Paul Gilbert sound that I like, but also I feel it gives it like a really Nuno Bettencourt aspect to it as well. So it's like blending several different players together, but also you're thinking like a drummer as well as just a guitar player as well. So you're thinking of everything all together. It can give you ideas with how you want the drums to go. So if you create a riff as well and you're going like this, it may give you an idea of the pulse that you want a drummer that you're playing with to be playing when you're playing as well.